Bueno, mi gente, les habla Cava de mi Vida Podcast. Today, I got a different episode, English. You already know what time it is, but today I have the honor to sit here with a good friend of mine, somebody who I consider knows sports, somebody who I know knows sports, and most important is going to give you his honest opinion, whether you agree or disagree. But this guy here, this is my brother. We played basketball together. You know, I kind of grew up together, you know, for lack of better words, but he seen me be a kid to who I am today. But it's just an honor to have him here with me today. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Put your hands together for my boy Shadow Z. Z, what's good, my nigga?
What up? What's going on?
Listen, man, it's been a while since we got together, talk shit, talk some sports. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I'm here for it.
But I know everybody who knows me out there, everybody been fucking with me because the Knicks lost and fucking Halliburton wanted to put a Reggie Miller chokehold on. Fuck you guys. And fuck all Indiana Pacers fans. Like every single one of them, from Caitlin Clark to Reggie Miller, fuck all of you guys in between.
They're only in Indiana, though. That's the funny part.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's the funny part. Unless you know, I mean, let's keep it real. Unless you know somebody that got drafted and plays for the Pacers, there ain't no Pacer fans.
Bro, like
there wasn't all year, and there wasn't now. It's just they want to. Some people say, "Oh, I like to root for the underdog." That's cool, but you're not a Pacer fan.
Facts.
So.
Facts. Bro, I always said this. The New York Knicks, we built that team for Boston, right? And even though Jason Tatum got hurt, I still think the series would have probably ended up going to 7. And the way Boston was playing realistically, we probably would have lost. I think Jason Tatum not being there helped us win the next 2 games. But we didn't use our bench throughout the year playoffs. And I think that's the reason Indiana was able to beat us. That's why I wasn't mad at the Tips firing, because I'm like, Tips a great coach. I like Tips. He's defensive-minded, but I feel like he got out coached against Indiana because he never used our bench. Like, barely.
Absolutely. It's Indiana plays with pace. You know what I'm saying? They're a young team, and Tyrese Halliburton is like the next level Jason Kidd. He's what people thought Lonzo Ball was going to be with the Lakers.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
He gets up and down the court, but he makes sure everybody touches the ball, whether he's having a good night shooting or not. And what that does is it empowers the other 4 guys on the court, and then the next 4 guys coming in. If you know your point guard going to give you the ball, he's telling you, shoot it. I don't care if you miss 3. Shoot the 4th one.
Yeah.
Now they playing hard. They running through a wall. They playing defense. And to your point, Tibbs is a great defensive mind, but he runs his horses into the ground.
Yeah.
And we're talking about pros. So, yes, they're in the best shape, but they're still human.
Absolutely.
Look at
Mikal Bridges. They call him the Ironman of the NBA. Even he complained and shit like, yo, can we use our bench a little bit more?
If you got somebody who ain't missed a game in years,
like, that's crazy.
And he's talking about, yo, I think I might need a break. Then you doing too much because you competing at the highest level. And I think Indiana took advantage of that. We going 10 deep at least.
Yeah.
New York is playing maybe 6, 7 guys. In the club. Them guys is getting tired. And the one thing I do respect about the Pacers, they share the rock, but they don't stop. Up by 20, down by 20, they're just going to keep going.
I agree.
And I respect that. And
honestly, what is that? Nembhard?
Nembhard.
Yeah. I never really paid attention to his game. That's a tough, coverage, man. Like, for him to guard you, he's gonna. If you're not in good shape, no diddy, he's gonna wear you out. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good defender. You know what I mean? And I love Jalen Brunson. You know, I think that what he has done for New York in the last couple of years has been amazing. We haven't been here since 1999. We haven't had a competitive team. I mean, we went to the finals in that year, but I just feel like Jalen Brunson is good, but he holds the ball too much. And you know, in this for playing basketball your whole life as well, I feel like if your point guard is your main scorer, you're going to always have problems as a team because he's not going to get everybody else to involve.
Yeah, he's ball dominant. And the way Tibbs style, and we've seen this with other teams he coaches, he's going to lean on 1 or 2 guys.
Yep.
The ball is in your hands all the time, and when you can't do it, give it to him. The other 3 guys kind of find your way, fit in, but I want everybody to play hard defense. Today's NBA 2025 is not that. you got to have multiple weapons that can go off at
And
any time.
even today's mindset of players, right? Like you have players who they're gonna complain about that. Like, man, I'm fucking playing defense all day. I ain't even shoot the ball yet. Because dudes the mindset today with sports overall, I just feel like people are afraid to play their road. People are afraid to say, I only have 5 points. Fuck the 12 assists, fuck the 12 rebounds. It's all about scoring. They want to look fancy. They want to look good in front of people. So many other things that you could do on a basketball court to become a good player and affect your team winning. But dudes now, they just want to score the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily for us, we got guys like Mikal Bridges and Anunoby who can score, but they know that's not their main focus. Play defense on the opposite team, and then we'll figure out what Jalen and Cat's going to do. But I also think that's what we went wrong, and that's why I think Tibbs needed to go. We have options. Deuce can score. Mikal could give you 15 to 20.
Deuce should have got more minutes.
Deuce McBride off the bench,
Deuce should have got more minutes.
Easily could have been top 3 for 6 minutes a year.
And I had this conversation with somebody else because, you know, shout out to my boy Randy.
Knicks fan.
Diehard Knicks fan. We talking about Deuce, and he mentioned the defensive aspect as far as Tibbs goes. And, you know, for y'all older heads, I'm going to take you to a throwback player, guy by the name of Eddie House. Eddie House couldn't guard a fucking middle schooler, but he could shoot the ball and he could score. Yeah. And in today's game, when everybody doesn't play defense, certain players and certain teams play defense. You want somebody that could come in and get you buckets? Play that man.
Yeah.
Give somebody a break, because look what happened with Mikal Bridges. He was so known for defense to score a little bit. He's trying to score more to keep up, and now he's getting worn down because he's not getting the rest.
So now offensively, when we try to use him, he doesn't have his legs under him because he don't spend all his energy defending Jalen Brown.
So then what does everybody do? Oh, man, just give it to Brunson.
But that's why I think, Zeke, that it comes down to coaching, right? You're a coach yourself. I see the great work that you're doing with the kids now. Scorpion training, please follow up. You want to get your kids and learn the sport of basketball, get them in shape, add new things to their bag. That's the guy to go to.
Scorpion training. You can find me on IG.
But I just think that, like, for example, we look at Cat. Even though he got his little sassy moves, Cat could give you 25 to 30
the man
any
can
night
score.
with 12 rebounds.
He could score.
I feel like, and also, is this something like you shout out for Knicks, true Knicks fans? If you look at the games, when we made them runs down, for example, against Boston, down 20, when we came back, Jalen Brunson was on the bench on both of those comebacks. And then we bring him right back in. You know what I mean?
Everybody got the ball.
The reason why that happens is because the ball is moving. Mikal Bridges hitting threes and Anunoby hitting threes. Cat is the main go-to guy, but he makes a move or two. He can't go nowhere. He's giving that ball right back up. Where Brunson's going to dribble, screen, dribble, screen, dribble. Fuck it. Fade away pass, or let me pass it, and now we're throwing up a shot. I think as a coach, if we can see that shit on TV.
It's the style of play. If we want to go historically, I could jump back to Michael Jordan in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT for a lot of people up until that whole era ended. When Michael Jordan was in the NBA, just individually killing.
Yeah, but he was
the
playing
Chicago
a whole
Bulls.
bunch of post
The Chicago Bulls sucked. And then when they were okay, they still didn't win. Yeah. Until Phil Jackson put everybody in place to where, we know Michael Jordan is going to take most of the shots, but these other guys are in other places, and they're going to get the ball too. If you go from that point up, all the other teams that have won, the guys who have one player that's ball dominant, I know he's going to have the ball 85% of the time. They did not win. Yeah. When Allen Iverson made that great run, a lot of Iverson fans, they did not win when he was the only one that had the ball. Yeah. You had to pass the ball to your other players. And in today's game, now more than ever, you can have a star. You can have two stars. But you got to be able to move the ball. Yeah. The Heatles, when LeBron went to Cleveland, when LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami, yes, you got Bron, you got D-Wade, you got Chris Bosh. But you had all those other guys getting the ball, getting three-point shots, playing defense.
The Mike Millers of the world.
Right. So you could call it a super team, but is it a super team if the rest of them dudes don't do nothing? Then it's just 3 against 5.
And honestly, for you, quote-unquote, smart basketball Jordan Rangers, what you got to fucking do is go look at that Miami Heat team. That wasn't a super team. They had 3 good players. 2.5, because Dwayne Wade was declining. People don't want to accept that. He was still good, but he wasn't the Dwayne Wade when his first time around with Shaq. But they had guys who were great defenders, great shooters, but these dudes wasn't averaging 15, 20 points. You got the Mike Millers averaging, what, 6, 7
You
points?
got Birdman. I'm going to set a screen, play a little defense, catch a dunk now and then, and I'm going to sit my ass down.
That's it.
So with Tibbs, you putting all that weight, all that pressure. Like, for example, Brunson right now went from good player to great player to star to superstar.
Yep.
Now he's superstar status, which is great for the Knicks. But the problem is, if Tibbs would have stayed, he would have got burnt out and have a shorter career.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because look what happened to Dwayne Wade. We only got prime Dwayne Wade for maybe a decade. He burnt out because he got beat up so much because he played so hard.
Going back to Tibbs, Derrick Rose.
Fucking
guys, that explosive, that athletic, that fast, and he's playing 40 minutes a night. What the fuck you think?
Most of the world,
Tesla robots is gonna last.
Most of the world was Derrick Rose fans. If you wasn't, he won you over just how humble he was, how hard he played, and he was just that good. Tibbs ruined that man's career. Yeah. They was winning that game against you know who. He should have been out of the game. He should have been on the bench. He got hurt at a point in the game where he should not have been playing, and he was never the same.
Yep.
That's Tibbs. And if you a player that love to play, you a young star, you coming from the streets of Chicago, you want to hoop. Absolutely. So you out there hooping. He don't know. As a
player, you're not going to complain because you want to be.
You want to be out there. Tibbs was supposed to say, we about to win this. Come sit down.
Come sit down.
But instead, he had to end up sitting down 5, 6, 7 years earlier in his career.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tibbs.
Again, I think that Tibbs firing, I mean, was coming. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was going to pass this year.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. But hopefully, I know that the Knicks is looking at Jake Kidd and other coaches. I know Kevin Durant's name came up. Giannis' name came up. If I'm New York, I'm not trading for KD. I'm not breaking my team up for no Kevin Durant at 36 years old. I'm not doing that. Fuck you.
If KD could sign on, that's a difference.
Or maybe we got rid of just one player instead of like a package
for
him.
He's not.
Now, Giannis, if I could keep somehow Cat and Brunson and maybe Anunoby or Bridges, one of them, I'll make a trade for Giannis.
For Giannis, absolutely. You know exactly what you're getting. Win or lose, he's coming to work hard. He's going to play hard every single game, and he brings basically everything to the table except for outside shooting. Yeah. But you already got shooters, so you good on that.
I think, Leon Rose has done a good job in the last couple of years. I just hope that our next coach. I got 2 coaches that I would love in New York. Mark Jackson will be my first option.
I knew MJ was
I don't know why the fuck he doesn't have a job. Well, we know why.
Well, we know why.
But he deserves a job. That Golden State team you guys see, that Klay Thompson, Steph Curry era.
Yeah, he built that.
That man built that.
He built that.
He did that.
Give him his props.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I would probably go with Jeff Van Gundy, old New York coach, knows the culture, knows the people in there. Great coach. I mean, with the Clippers, they're pretty good as an assistant up there. But again, let's see what these fuckers do. We are known for fucking shit up when we have a good team. I'm gonna go somewhere that I know that everybody had an opinion about this, but me and you kind of kicked it a little bit. What you think about Luka going to LA?
Man, first, let me tell you, with today's social media and AI, I dismissed that shit for the first
I thought it was
hour
or
so. I said, I'm like, this is
bullshit.
fake news. They playing, and then for Anthony Davis, I'm like, ain't no way. You know how that one band say, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
That was me. That stupid.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Let me finish doing what I'm doing. Yeah. Then when that shit actually came to, when it was true, and I was like, yo, wait, what? I was in shock.
Crazy.
Listen, I was in shock like I played for the Lakers. I was in shock. Like I came into the locker room and me and AD always joke around before practice. I went to his locker and that shit said Doncic. Why does it? Yo, you spelled Davis wrong. Like that's how I looked at the shit. Like, and I was just like, damn. And then I get on the phone with Laker fans, LeBron fans, and we talking about it like this is crazy. Like how is this gonna go down?
I text there like, yo, I don't think that if it's true that shit would never work. They ball dominant. They need the ball in their hands. Then Ziggler's like, yo, it will work because of this, and I'm like, I don't see it. But I did see a picture of Luka a couple days ago. Skinny Luka, they're gonna call him now.
Getting in shape.
Got
He got-
LeBron effect. You know what I'm saying?
He got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Pause. He's got to be able to carry the load of the whole team and throughout a long season, extra pause, you know, to make sure that for that duration, James Harden in Houston. If people think about it, James Harden, did he play defense when he was the MVP in Houston?
No.
Absolutely not. But was he in great shape to
yeah.
play almost the whole game, every game?
Give you
Absolutely.
55 and a triple-double to go along with it. With some sweet and sour
60,
sauce.
14, and 12, just
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
So it's like if Luka returns to that form where they don't have to look at LeBron like, yo, we got to get you to score 25, 30. It's nice if he could score 25, 30, obviously, but he don't have to
exactly.
in order to win. He shouldn't drop 32, 12, and 9, and then they lose by 8. And then people looking at him like,
crazy.
And he's 11 to 15 from the field. Like, come on, man.
As a LeBron fan, right? We all know this, right? If LeBron wins, it's not because of him. If he loses, it's definitely his fault. So
he's the only player in NBA history that has to be absolutely perfect on offense and defense and then not get credit.
That's crazy. First of all, listen, for you guys who think y'all know basketball, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, for y'all who think y'all know basketball,
let's get it.
When D Rose won the MVP, look at LeBron numbers. Way better than Rose's. When Nash won the MVP, LeBron numbers, way better than Nash's. They give it to Nash.
When Nash won the MVP, Kobe could have got it. Like, if we really talking about what we talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then before we get there, I just want to say something just because I like pissing Jordan Rangers off because you are just delusional when it comes down to Michael Jordan. Name one fucking thing that MJ does better on the court than LeBron. Because he doesn't have more rebounds than LeBron, more assists, more steals, more blocks, more points. So what the fuck does he does better? Oh, he got 6 championships.
I already
got 7.
I got it. He gets more championships than LeBron because in the 6 years that Jordan played, Michael Jordan only played 6 years of basketball. In those 6 years, he was undefeated in the finals.
Yeah, I don't know if people know that from 85 to 91, he didn't pass the first round.
Wait, he played in 85?
I think that's the year he got drafted.
No, that can't be right.
And he wasn't number 1 neither.
That can't be right. He only played when he won championships. That's it.
You know what?
So he didn't come back out of retirement and lose to Orlando because he fucked up.
He never won 45.
He turned the ball over. He didn't come back and he threw that shit away and without taking the last shot. That didn't happen.
Shit, better off.
That didn't happen.
The year he retired, right? If you look at the Bulls record, Scottie Pippen was the main player, right? He led the team in every single category. And they had the same record basically the year prior when they won.
I think it was
MJ.
like a one game difference.
One loss difference. It was 55 when MJ and 54 when MJ left.
But wait a minute. Because these super teams that LeBron James was on, when LeBron leaves the team, them niggas go from 60-something wins, 50-something wins, to the lottery. 19, 20, 21. Never mind. That's never mind.
Never mind. You guys are gonna find something anyway. Oh, and Michael got the best sneakers. So I don't know. Anyways, so this year, first of all, Dallas. I don't know why would you trade a generational player for somebody who's gonna sneeze and need 2 days off. Somebody who's gonna hurt his finger and need a month off.
Anthony Davis, man. I love his talent and his skill, but he's paper mache.
Bro, we seen him play in real life. And I fucking, like, you could tell this guy has so much fucking talent. He just doesn't have a motor. And I like that. I don't, fuck you. Because you fucked my parlay up so many times too.
I've personally never seen a player so talented and gifted whose body betrays him for no reason. Like, literally for no reason. Like, he's the player. It used to be a joke, and then it wasn't a joke anymore. He's that player where when you watching the games and he falls on the floor, the home fans are like, and then he gets up and you like, oh, but it's the whole crowd.
Yeah. Like, he's
20,000 people doing the same thing.
Like, it's a fan. You get concerned when he wakes up in the morning.
I used to.
He might step on something. I don't know.
I said this before on Facebook years ago, so I'm glad I have this platform to speak up. I got to retract one of my statements. Years ago, somebody asked me about Giannis and Anthony Davis. I was speaking about the versatility of Anthony Davis being able to switch out on 1 through 5, shoot the jump shots, all that stuff. And they was like, oh, who do you think is better? Who would you take? And it's like, durability matters. Durability is part of, I don't care how nice you are. If you nice for 10 games and he's nice for 65 games,
he's better.
Then he's better. So I got to say it. You know, I love Anthony Davis as a player when he's actually playing, but my boy Giannis is the real deal, man. He's the real deal.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is amazing. The guy defends damn near all 5 positions. He could dominate whenever he truly wants to. He's really unguardable. Now, the NBA is lucky he's never developed a jump shot. Could you imagine Giannis the way he plays now with Kevin Durant's jump shot?
Well, no, that wouldn't be fair. Yeah, that's just... Then we talking about when you give Joker the MVP, it's still going back to Giannis. Because Giannis still could have got it, but because Milwaukee underachieved, and because Doc Rivers is the greatest coach ever at being the best coach ever at being the worst coach ever, so Milwaukee will never reach their full potential.
Also, too,
anymore.
I don't know if people notice by now, which is, if you're a basketball fan, you should. The MVP doesn't always go to the best player of the NBA. It goes to the best player with the best record.
So, or, in today's world, the best player out of the most popular players, or the most popular player out of the best players.
Yes. Like, I'm sorry, and you might disagree with this, but I thought Jokic should have got the MVP instead of Shea Gilchrist. I mean, Jokic's numbers are fucking ridiculous.
His numbers are insane.
Like, when you look at his stats, right, you'd be like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
And then when you see the game, he's like, yo, this fucking guy is boring.
And it's like, it's not even happening while you're watching it. Then you go to Sports Center and they say, well, he didn't do that shit. I was watching
15 and 12. You're like, when the fuck did he have 46?
The reason why, so I'm not a Joker fan. And I wanted to hate on him. I'm not a hater. I wanted to hate on him for so long. Then I'm just like, damn, this dude is just, damn.
You know what's crazy? He reminds me of Paul Pierce. Not athletic, not fast, slow as shit. You just can't guard him.
And just gets it done. The reason I think that SGA should have got the MVP this year is because, you know, obviously props to their coach, you know, the whole org and what they're doing, but SGA takes that challenge defensively. And you know, for as long as you've known me, I don't care if you score 50 a clip. If the person you guarding is scoring 50 a clip, you don't impress me.
Yeah, you're not doing
You know what I'm saying? And SGA, if they're going up against another team with a top guard in that backcourt, you know, SGA is one of the guys that's guarding them.
Yeah.
Joker, we seen Joker put up great numbers, but also get killed by Embiid or Giannis or this person or that person. It's like, why does he get a pass?
Last year, Town killed him in the playoffs.
Yeah, right. Why does Joker get a pass on defense?
Yeah.
Right? The same thing, great players, right? When James Harden was doing the same thing, and they thought the Rockets was going to go to the final, why does James Harden get a pass on defense because he's so great on offense? When Luka took his team to the final, why did Luka get a pass?
Yeah.
Because I can name one player, I don't have to name LeBron James. When he's not doing it on defense, he don't get a pass.
Oh, no, not at all.
It's, look how bad he...
Yeah.
But never mind, because we're not talking about
Let him know LeBron passed the ball to an open shooter, and that shooter misses. That means he should have took it.
That means he's scared of the shot. Not he's playing basketball the right way, but passing to his open teammate.
Right? He's scared of the shot, but he got the most winning game, the most go-ahead buckets in league history.
That can't be right, because there's Jordan, and then there's
Kobe.
And then there's Kobe, and then there's Jordan.
And then there's Kobe again.
And then there's Jordan.
Yeah.
And LeBron was in there somewhere.
You know what, guys?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it. So with Joker, if Jamal Murray takes that last shot, if Aaron Gordon takes that shot,
it's fine. It's a good shot.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
What's his name? Christian Brown, and you spell his name like Brown. I don't need that shit's weird to me. Whatever. But yeah, if he takes that last shot, it's okay. If Porter Jr. takes that last shot, no one says anything.
Oh no, better off.
No one says anything.
Jokic is he was struggling, right? For lack of better words, against OKC in the series. I heard ESPN every single day say, we got to get the Joker some help. The Joker needs some help.
Ooh, don't talk about getting help for superstars. That's taboo.
No, it's okay. It's okay to get help as long as you're not LeBron James.
Oh, why you ain't just tell me that?
You know, I just...
So for me, SGA, not only that, he doesn't... I don't like the narrative of Joker when he acts like he don't really care about basketball. Basketball's not important. Basically, like, fuck basketball, fuck America.
I'm gonna go watch horses
I'm the
race.
best, and then I just want to go play with my horses. That's bullshit. Because we all can admit, like him or not, he's a great damn player. And you wouldn't be that great if you didn't practice and care about what you're doing.
You didn't care about your craft.
So if you don't care about it, then you don't care about the MVP. Because SGA is coming down here from Canada, and he been wrecking shit for a few years.
Talking about Canada, so the NBA is going to switch the All-Star format for next year. Have you seen that recently on
I heard that. I didn't see exactly.
Where it's going to be basically the United States best players in the All-Star game against the
world's best player. Yeah, I did see that.
How do you think that's going to play out? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's being intentionally done after what happened in the Olympics this year. And I think that the face of the NBA now, they're propelling is the young international star. Because if you look at those players, if you look at Joker, if you look at Jamal Murray, whose name doesn't get mentioned that much anymore, rightfully so. If you look at Giannis, you look at Luka, all of these guys, they're the guys that are coming over here internationally. Yeah. So we still have our Jason Tatum and we still have our, Anthony those type of guys and Anthony Edwards and that. But these guys are media friendly. They stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
They don't have that American attitude, and the league wants to push that. So by you putting that together, you're going to draw in the views of everybody wanting to see it from both parts of the world, all across the globe. And then the ace in the hole. The ace in the hole, USA wins. Man, this is our great league. We've been the best for a long time. Players. We got the best players. USA loses. Oh, this is the new wave of the NBA, the international. It's a win-win for them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a win-win.
I just feel that they wanna make it competitive in the sense of they hoping that what it creates is, again, I'm assuming, I'm just telling you what I think. I think what they're doing is, okay, the world versus the US, the world's best players, US best players. If the world wins, right? I mean, because if you look at their team, they got Victor Wembanyama, they got all these great players. Now they're gonna use that to kind of create and put a fire in the United States players and says, the world players, the European players are better than y'all. Yeah, so now I feel like when they create this All-Star game the following year, the U.S. is mad now.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. Let me show you.
We got to get them.
And now the game is going to become competitive compared to what we're seeing now during All-Star game, which is pass, dunk, pass three. Nobody plays defense.
It's a pickup game at Reese Park. It's a pickup game up at Delaware. I think they're trying
to make it competitive by doing it. I feel that if they add some type of money or incentives to this game, it will make them compete. Sort of like they did with the World. What is it? It's the Cup. It's called the in-season tournament.
The in-season tournament.
These guys, when you see them games, it's playoff atmosphere to a certain extent.
Because some of those, like everybody pays attention to 300 million, 100 million, 150 million, 80 million. Some of them guys on the NBA bench is making 800,000.
Yeah.
850,000. 1.5 no expenses. That sounds like a lot to people who are broke or never seen that kind of money. But when you got family and when you got child support and whatever else they got going on, you might have medical bills.
You'll run through that in a couple months.
Right. And we're talking about that's just 1 year for how long? Those players at the end is not guaranteed. The ones who make the big bucks, they're going to get their money. It's not like football. Yeah. So that incentive right there, I definitely think it could go because think about this. Any of my real hoopers out here, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, how many times you been to a basketball court and you scrape somebody and somebody who was supposed to be good says, man, I wasn't playing for real. Them niggas is trash. They trash, but they just scraped y'all.
Yeah.
So what does that make you? Yep. These NBA players, a lot of them are the same way. They just so happen to be 6'6", 6'9", 7 feet, and they're millionaires. But a lot of them got the same mentality. It's a lot of YNs that done snuck into the NBA too. They just so happen to be millionaires. Yeah, I wasn't playing for real. Well, you just got beat by 40 on national television. Maybe you should play for real. Yeah. So something like this.
Something that I was taught since I was a youngin', and I'm not going to say that because he's here, but he always told me this, when I used to come to the court as a kid, to the Father Bell, 10th Street, Reese, all these places. He used to say, because you pointed out to me when I was younger, and he was like, yo, sometimes depending on who you play, you don't play for real. That motherfucker's on that basketball court, busts his ass, no diddy, pause, get him the fuck out of here. If he's mad, he shouldn't be on that court then. But don't take it easy just because he's not as good. And I kind of learned that with time. I didn't apply it every time, but now older, I don't give a fuck who I'm playing. Whether I'm in any league, any local league here, if you suck, you shouldn't be guarding me. If you're good, I'm going at you. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, let me tell you something. We always keep it real. So I would never switch it up for the camera. I work with kids. That ain't no secret. I was working on some basketball stuff in the gym at my other job. I had a 10-year-old girl run up on me. 10-year-old girl, start playing defense. I was like, oh, I'll show you how to, if you want to learn how to dribble, how to shoot, whatever. She's like, no, I'm going to get the ball. Instantly, I went into mode. Long story short, I ended up dropping her. Now, she was okay. Like, she didn't get hurt. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I got handle. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that know me, I'm 45 years old. My handle is still like that. I've been handling the ball since I was 14. 13, and prior to that, I sucked. No diddy. I didn't have handle. I couldn't shoot. I couldn't do nothing. 14 and on, I will cross your ass over. She found out.
And I still shoot.
And I say that to say, you play who's in front of you.
That's it.
You play who's in front of you.
That's it, man.
So I think that format.
You crossed her, you hit it with like a
so basically, back. I kind of crossed her and hezzied, and then I threw the ball around her. And when she turned around, I pulled it back. And when she turned around, there was nobody over there for her. There was nothing there for her. Damn. So then when she turned back the other way, she dropped. I ain't going to be petty and say that I laughed. It was people there that laughed. I made sure she was okay.
So you still professional? Did you score afterwards, or you feel bad and kind of?
No, I had to score first, and then make sure she's okay. Because if you don't score, it doesn't count.
That's a real hooper. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts on that All-Star change that is coming for the following year. Hopefully it works out. But I just think, I know what the NBA is doing. A lot of people hate it. I feel like they want to make it competitive because the All-Star weekend for the NBA has lost.
Yeah.
His meaning has lost what it stands for.
It's become a circus.
It's like become a circus. Now it's more of a chill.
What can we create to make people say this is fun again? Besides the 3-point contest has become more exciting than the dunk contest,
and that's crazy.
With the exception of Mac McClung's consistency, the past few contests has been great.
A lot of people don't know this. He came from the D League. Pause. It's the NBA D League.
G League.
No. Well, G League, yeah. But he came from the bottom basically because NBA superstars they now wanted to compete. So like we gotta fucking start searching elsewhere
for that reason. They don't want to compete because I don't want to play for real.
Yeah,
I don't want to. But what it is they worried about losing. And coming from where we come from, if you worried about losing, that makes you go that much harder to win. Nah, they just want to sit down and say, "Oh, if I could do it, I could do it if I wanted to, but I just don't want to."
Yeah, no,
I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Agree. I feel like in today's society, these kids that are playing sport, not all, right? But some of these kids, it's all about how they look to others. It's all about projecting themselves a certain way. They don't really love the game anymore.
They don't.
It's so many benefits, and it's so easy. Back then, you needed to play. You needed to be a good player to get noticed. You can't just go somewhere and say, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on." Like, what the fuck is that? Then when you finally get on, you got to play hard because you want to earn that respect from guys that are playing there before you. Now with social media, they post a clip of dude dunking. Almost anybody can dunk now. I'm 35. I think I can still dunk once in a while. It hurts the next day, but I can do it.
But you can do it.
I can still do it.
I'm considered now an OG, which is crazy. But my OGs, I had a conversation with one of them. We was talking about how Delaware Park used to be back in the day.
Bro.
So shout out to my cousin Jay Reed. You know what I'm saying? We used to walk from the west side, Busty Avenue, 15th Street, Lakeview Projects. We would walk to Delaware Park, be up there for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours till the sun goes down to play maybe one game because we probably got crushed. And then we got to go find a different court and then we walking our asses back. There's no, I'm not playing for real. There's no, I'm scared of the competition. Nah. You standing out there for hours just waiting for your chance. Today, girls, small children, everybody dogs, bicycles. I think I saw a pigeon call winners one day. It's like anybody could just fucking play up there and nothing is earned. No respect is earned. Yeah. And then unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? If you come across the wrong individual, if you're better than them at basketball, they want to bring violence to you. Instead of saying to themselves, maybe this level ain't for me, let me go somewhere else. Or maybe, here's a stretch, maybe get better at fucking basketball.
Yeah.
How about try that? But they think that this 2K my player shit, and they could just get up and get on the court and do it.
Yeah, but to add to that, I think, and I think this is where the NBA is going. I think this is where the NBA is going. Is that, like, you know, you said something right now that is very, very important, and I think very few people actually pay attention to that. You got kids and even grown men now scared to lose at anything. Sports, fights, anything. Everything is violence now. Back in the days, you talk shit to me, you getting me going. Pause. But now I want to bust your ass, no diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to compete now. I want to show you I'm better. Now you scoring something, man. You fucking suck. What you said? Yo, call my cousin. Yeah, nigga, we're gonna get it popping. Now everything's want to fight. But also they rely on somebody else. They're not
somebody
even doing
else.
It. So it's like
the toughest niggas is not even the toughest niggas no more.
They know a tough nigga. They know another tough nigga. That nigga's gonna be the one that is gonna do this shit for the
my best friend's cousin's uncle's sister's baby father got the ratchet. Nigga, what? How many phone calls is that to get him here? By the time I done knocked your ass out, and I'm already on the next game already.
I don't get it. So
like,
I think,
come on.
I think we should start focusing on respecting the sport, on loving what you're doing. If you're out there, you're gonna get fouled, bro. You're gonna get pushed. You're gonna get hit. As long as it's not done in a maliciously or in a bad way.
Say that word again for me. All right, fuck it.
Malicious. Did I say it too fast?
the accent came out, but I knew where you was going.
Yeah. Anyways, so I just feel that people gotta respect the game, and what I mean by that is, listen, if you're out there playing basketball, it's a man's sport. You're gonna get fouled. You're gonna get knocked on the ground. You're gonna get hit in the face. As long as you know it's not coming from a bad place or being intentionally done to you, listen, bro, my bad. It's your ball. Check up. That's why when I was a kid, man.
That's a fact, yo.
Shit, that's why now if you look at games now, you got certain leagues, the older guys, the guys our age, 30 plus, that's the good games now. Talking shit to each other, but we know it stays in them lines. It's not coming outside of that.
To my 30 and unders, 30 and under, 25 under, you know what I'm saying? Yo, YNs and all that. Listen, man, it's a game.
Yeah.
You out there to have fun first, to exercise, to compete. That's really supposed to be the top three things, if not the only three things. If you out there to look tough, you're doing the wrong thing, man.
Yeah.
Go do that somewhere else, man. Don't try to be tough with somebody that just wants to score a few points and then go back home to their family and live their life. Like he said, you're going to get fouled. You're going to give out some fouls.
Yep.
If you can't respect the game and you can't be a man about it, then do something else. It's okay to do something else.
Yeah.
There's other things to do out there. You know what I'm saying? And while we on the topic real quick, my drinkers, my smokers, my dice rollers, every neighborhood got that one retarded ass nigga that throws a glass bottle in the middle of the court for no fucking reason. Do that somewhere else, y'all. There's a million other places to do that shit. Come to hoop. But especially if you at a court that's at a park that's got women and children, yo, fuck the game of basketball. Respect life. We made our choices once we hit a certain age. These kids, these women didn't make that choice. You're making it for them. Let's be fair, y'all. Let's be better as a people. You know what I'm saying?
I think
real talk.
I think that's a great message, and that's why, like I mentioned earlier, if you have a kid and you want to get them into basketball, you want them to learn discipline, learn the sport, learn how to play the game the proper way. Scorpion training is the way to go, and I don't say that because he's here. I just know the guy personally. I know where he comes from. I know what kind of heart he has. I know he knows the sport, but most important, I know he truly cares. So if you want to get your kids out, out of the streets and not even have them experience that, put them in something. Put them in something productive. Put them in, if he likes basketball, put him at the Scorpion training. If he likes baseball, put him in a baseball league, football league, whatever it is, so your kid doesn't have to deal with them assholes that we have out there that don't care for human life. But, Zeke, to end this, I have a question. I can't end this segment today without asking this.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
Give me your top 5 rappers of all time, English.
Top 5. Ooh, do I got to put them in order? All right.
I'm going to give you mine, right?
Okay.
While you think of yours.
Okay.
Right? And I do music. Everybody knows Zeke is a great rapper whenever he wants to be, whenever he chooses to do it.
Chill on Shadow Z for a minute.
But I'm going to have rappers in my top 5, and I'm also have artists. Right? Like, for example, and I'm not going to put them in order because I think for me to put them in order is going to be more difficult than just saying it. But Jay-Z, Pac, Big, Pun, and I always add 50. I'm a huge 50 Cent fan. But 50's more of an artist.
That's because that nigga with the bullshit.
Yeah,
and you always been
troll,
with the
you know what I
bullshit.
mean? That's my top 5. And and I might put them in that order. I might go with, Jay-Z, Pac, Big, Pun. I don't know. You could always take Jay-Z out of there and put Pac, Big, Pun, and then Jay-Z 4. There's ways that you could fuck with it, but that's my top 5.
All right. I haven't did one of these lists in a long time. I could definitely say, I'm gonna say no order, but off the top, the first few is easy because they don't move. You know what I'm saying? Going back from when I was a kid, 1994, with the headphones.
You have Nas in there?
Listening to It Was Written, Nas.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna have Nas in there.
And then the 90s coming through high school, Eminem was definitely in my top. And then rest in peace to Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I ever do with any top 5, them 3 not going nowhere. I don't care if those of y'all who got others, y'all feel some type of way. I don't care. Y'all probably can't beat me anyway.
Put it in the comments. Y'all top 5.
You know what I'm saying? Say your top 5. It's definitely those 3. Another one of my top rappers of all time, and there's a long story behind his situation. He's not a new artist, but he seems new because of how long it took him to blow up. But it's a guy by the name of Graf, coming out of Queens. Graf was supposed to be with G-Unit. 50 Cent blackballed him so he could push Lloyd Banks because they both from the South Suicide, Queens, Jamaica, Queens area. Do your research. He was on Love and Hip Hop. And not only that, he was supposed to sign with Rockefeller, but when Jay-Z and Dame started beefing, they split. He didn't know who to go with. That whole thing caved in. The name is Graf, spelled with an F. Graf is fucking nasty. He is nasty. Any kind of music you want, he got it. That's another reason why Pun is always in my top. People talk about other rappers. I say, listen, y'all don't mention Big Pun enough. Big Pun was nice in 2 languages. Y'all niggas suck in 1. So how y'all gonna ever disrespect Christopher Rios? You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So that's my top 4. Top 5, I'm still kind of shaky on that. I would have to get back on that
Pun,
5th one.
Graf,
Nas, Eminem.
That's
my that would be my first 4. I listened to them growing up a little bit. Somebody gonna hate me for this one. Big said some shit that kind of made me go, let me hang on that one. Pac was more of he played that role, and I listened to his songs. I definitely did. But when I thought about rappers that it wasn't Pac.
Now that you break it down like that,
for me, it wasn't.
Well, because a lot of people are going to say, well, Cobb, you didn't listen to the Pac and Big's whole career, but I love music the same way I love basketball. So in order for you to know a sport or something, you got to dig into the history, learn your history so you can know what it is. I think that the impact that Pac had on the community and on the world of music for that little bit of time in Big,
absolutely,
I think is.
And when people have them in there, I have no beef with that.
You now, Eminem, I don't know. I'm not going to say I missed it, right? I just...
You missed it. It's okay.
Because Eminem is that boy.
It's okay.
He that boy.
What he does, it's basically what he does with words, man.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Eminem is... His lyrics are... The way he puts his punchlines together. Like, people don't understand, like, the way he writes, he might give you a punchline here in these lines, and then he's going to give you a story with a punchline in the middle, and at the end of that story, he's going to give you the punchline that connects with that punchline he gave you at the beginning of the...
Absolutely.
His wordplay and the way he said his
for
shit
you
is
young
crazy.
heads, we ain't talking about the last couple of years of Eminem just putting out random... We talking about his whole career when he was into rap music heavy.
Yeah. And then... This is going to be the end. I just feel like I gotta end there on a funny note. Give me the top 3 one-hit wonders
in rap,
in music.
Or
period.
In music. Vanilla Ice comes to mind first because that's definitely considered rap. And Vanilla Ice, a lot of people now act like you was pumping Ice Ice Baby just like the rest of us. Cut that shit out.
One song for life.
I say Vanilla Ice. Damn, one-hit wonders.
What about Designer? I got hoes in Atlanta.
See, I didn't listen to that shit. So for me...
But that shit was so... You know what I'm saying? That shit blew up to the point where everybody... the Spanish artists just started making Spanish versions. Daddy Yankee got on one of them shits. I'm like, oh, shit. But I never heard of Designer again after that. Yo, y'all never heard of him after that? I don't...
Real talk. Every time somebody say Designer, I start thinking about belts. Like, I don't think about him. I don't think about him in rap, hip hop. And I'm being dead ass. And I don't even wear belts. Niggas see me, I'm in basketball shorts all the time. 20-degree weather, I'm in basketball shorts. Unless I'm at a wedding, you know what I'm saying? Or a funeral, you know, God bless the dead. But other than that, so I don't even consider him a one-hit wonder.
So boom, Vanilla Ice, designer. Who else?
One-hit wonder, that's tough because once they disappear, you forget about them. A lot of people will say Joe Budden because of that pump it up. What other hit did he have mainstream that you could say?
True. Yo, you agree with that?
We know Joe Budden, you know, because of his body of work, but for the rest of the public that just listen to what's out, what other song he had that was out?
Well, I knew Joe Budden for Pump It Up and not counting Love and Hip Hop.
Not counting Love and Hip Hop podcast, not counting Features or Slaughterhouse. Besides Pump It Up, what did you know for Joe Budden? And go.
Nothing.
Exacto.
You know what? We gotta end at that. So this wraps up another episode of Mi Vida Podcast. Got my boy Zeke with us, man. Hopefully we can continue to do this. We look for your support. Put in the comments your top 5 rappers of all time, top 5, top 3 worst one-hit wonders or whatever. Give us your thoughts, man, on the NBA. We got more to come. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this can open up and bring a new crowd and a new understanding of how we're going to start explaining sports to you guys from our point of view. Again, we're not saying we're the best, we're perfect, but we are. You know what I'm saying? So
West Side all day, baby.
West Side, man. Thank you for being part of this. See ya.